Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of Hollow Knight. When we last left off, we finished off the Forgotten Crossroads, or as much as we can at the moment to finish up without getting some mobility items, like the Mothwing Cloak, the double jump, the dash, the Mantis Claws for climbing walls. So yeah, we're just gonna continue on. We checked all the things that we could buy in the store. I did, however, in the last episode, I forgot to mention as I was editing it, that we could get a rancid egg at this moment. And this is what we use for retrieving our soul after we die. Dying, you lose your soul. Your soul becomes a wandering enemy, which you have to defeat in order to get your soul back and your money back at the same time. So use the rancid egg to not have to fight it in certain circumstances. It can come in handy every now and then, but it's not something that you require constantly. And like I said before, it's used in the graveyard. There's a simple lock door, which you can get the simple lock key right now, but it's not necessary, and also it's very expensive, so it's incredibly unnecessary. Actually, we don't need it come down here. Could, but we don't need it. It's actually faster to come this way. So, exiting Dirtmouth, entering the Forgotten Crossroads, running past all these enemies, we are gonna do what we didn't do last time. You remember we picked up a bunch of little grubs along the way of our journey across the Forgotten Crossroads, and as you can see them, they're filling up the little homes. I believe we've picked up around 5 or 6, and the old grub gives us some money, and sometimes gives us items. In this case, we got a mask shard. I believe it's at 5 little grubs, you get a mask shard. So we have 5? Yes, we have 5. 5 little grubs that we've saved. Now, continuing on. Last time I mentioned this. And I said, don't come in here, it's too difficult to deal with at this time. And I'm not wrong, it is too difficult, but it's also almost impossible unless you are very good at pogoing to get past this area. And it's pretty tough to, if you're new to the game, to be very good at the pogoing. So keep that in mind. It's not the easiest thing to get past, but if you have the Mantis Claw, you can come up here without a problem. Now over here, however, I'm not sure if you fully require the Mantis Claw to get past certain areas. No. Yep. It's unnecessary at the moment to get past this area. So let's just ignore it for now. Come back to it after we have some items. Oh. All that healing for nothing. But, moving on. Ah. Said, moving on. We are now able to come over here. If you remember last time we came over here, this is the Pilgrims Way. And the Pilgrims Way was blocked off by this guy. And we already saw one of these guys. We saw him in the Snail Shaman's area. And we got the spell specifically to get rid of that guy. Making our way out of here. The green path. One of my favorite areas in the game. Specifically because of the music. Be careful with these guys, they explode. And also when they die. Only the ones with the little smoke explode. So I don't have to worry about the other guys. There's a lot of platforming in this area. There's a little secret here. Oh. I can never see those guys. Like I said before, I'm somewhat colorblind, and these guys just blend in way too well. Unfortunately, there is no colorblind mode in the game. There's... oh. Careful there. There's just a basic one. So, you have to make do with what you got. Moving on up this way, there is a bench. If we look at the map, we still don't have any map in this area, but once we do, it'll be filled in. See all these little flying bugs? They're like the birds of this game. They get scared off pretty easily, and here we meet Hornet. Well, we don't really meet her because she kind of just runs away. But we see her for the first time. That's Hornet. The main character of the hit game, Silksong. Hollow Knight Silksong. I believe I mentioned it in the first episode. That there was a second game after this one, which is Hollow Knight Silksong. Oh, goodbye. That side has nothing. Get a little geocache. That guy's still alive. Let him explode. This whole area is a bit of a maze. There's stronger versions of the enemies we've seen before. So you want to be careful. Also, you can squish that guy. Oh, you can kill them before they explode, which is nice. Can't reach that one. Have to be all the way around. Just so we don't have to deal with them, it's easiest to dispatch them that way. Oh. Then we see pages. And I believe we can also hear humming. Ever so slightly. As you come closer, we hear the humming. Isn't this a contrast from the crossroads? Such a humid, lively place. The roads twist and turn in the most wonderful ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, though I must admit some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. $60 for a map. Hell yeah. Anything else to say? I ran into another traveler as I made my way down here. I tried to call out to her as she dashed past, but she barely even glanced in my direction. Not an appreciator of maps like you and I, obviously. Alright, that's all he has to say. And obviously, he saw was Hornet. Carefully, there's a lot of spikes in this area. And get this, just so we don't have to go all the way around next time. Now we can look at the map. These are the areas where we've been. Quickly dispatch of them. Over here we see that. We're gonna need it for when we go down. And to the right over here you see all these spikes on the ground. You'd think this is a boss fight, but it's not an enemy. I could try to do the voice, but it's gonna hurt my voice, but oh well. Tiny squib. This is terrible. You approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? I'm gonna stop right there. Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it, my journal. It will aid you. At first, the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of a hunter. Receive the Hunter's Journal. Now we talk to him. Little squib, you may have overcome a few creatures, but you're only just beginning. Don't delay. Descend into the belly of this world and hunt down the life you find. Okay. Good to know, good to know. So that is the hunter, I believe his name is. Yeah, hunter. Hunter's notes. So the hunter's journal is simply just a list of the enemies you fight and defeat in the game. To be able to get 100% in the game, I believe you have to find every enemy and defeat them at least once, or find, in the case of some enemies that you can't defeat because they're indestructible, you find descriptions of them. And as you see on the right there, it says defeat 28 more to decipher the hunter's notes. It's just a little, how you say, I don't know the word, but it's a little text of the thoughts of the hunter on these enemies. I think we can see something over here. Yeah, the false knight just requires one kill on them because there's only one false knight. And he says, the weak creatures love to steal the strength of others. Their lives are brief and fearful, and they yearn to have the power to dominate those who have dominated them. That is the hunter's thoughts on the false knight. Because if you remember, when we fought the false knight, he wasn't really this big lumbering bug. It was somebody hiding in the armor / carapace of a different bug. The actual knight. Which I don't remember the name of. But yeah, this is something to look forward to. Oh yes, right. That's the perfect show of the Shade. We haven't really fought him yet, but he exists inside of us, I guess. Now we broke that, so we can come down here, break that down, break this one down too, because there's a little grub buddy. It's gonna launch at us. Carefully navigating our way through here. We've already been through there. Over here, there's some soul that we can get. Came from. There is a geocache. Not the very convenient place to have that, because they go everywhere. Here's Hornet once again. Oh. But again, it's okay to take some hits from enemies. It's pretty free to get soul, so it's not okay. It's not like a huge deterrent to take a couple hits of damage. Here we have a lore tablet. Those who stray from the White King's roads shall face the law of Un. Alright, it's the first time that we hear of the White King and Un, for a matter. As a matter of fact. Now we could continue there to the left, but let's go down first. Because down here there is a bench. You take a gander at the map. See that this is a huge area down here. I think we could go down right now, but I think it'll be easier if we defeat the boss of this area and get some more mobility. Now, if I'm not wrong, I don't see it, but yep, there it is. May not be able to see it, but I remember some of these locations is that these plant things are at. Can't go up because we don't have a double jump. This guy we can't really beat because he runs away as soon as we beat him like that. There we go. He appears again. That's okay. Here we have Hornet. Down there's an item we can't get right now. Hornet's up top, showing us the way, I guess. But before that, pick up some soul here. I believe there should be a lore tablet around here somewhere. So let's just take a gander real quick. I think it's down here. Yes. From moss and leaf, our life is drawn. While it grows on the path, we shall never wilt. Nice. Okay. Over here, I'm just going to show you, there is an area we can't really do anything with. There's an enemy we could defeat if we had a little bit more range. Because as you can see, we can't really hit him from here. He also is added to the monster journal. Up here we can't progress because there's a thing blocking our way. There's a thing here. Okay. Being careful as to not die here because we don't want to lose all this money and have to try and reacquire it. Just making our way up. I think it's best to go this way first. Yes, this way was better. And then we pay the toll machine to be able to go through here. Unlocks both sides there, and I don't think there's anything else down here that we need to get. Yes, correct. Take a bench sit real quick. Take a gander at our map, how we're going. Perfect. Okay, continue on. Careful here. Not a whole lot to see here, honestly. Oh, took a hit there. Not much new here. It's just an area that we could have gone down into before, I believe. It might have been locked off. Oh, there's stuff to get over there, so let's go that way first. Although there's a lot of these guys. Nope. Thought I'd dodge that one, but I didn't. Alright, so this one was a dead end, so it was a good idea to come this way. Quickly making our way down. Okay, explodes. Now, if I'm not wrong, over here, there's an area we can't do anything with because we need the item from this this boss that we're coming up to soon. We need that item in order to progress there. Okay, yeah. This area is done. We'll come back to that section in a bit. Oh. Ignoring all these little enemies. They're not really going to do anything for us right now. Geocache over here. Over here to the right is where we just came through in the game. There's nothing fancy. I don't think there's even much to pick up here, but as you can see, right over there is the entrance to where we saw Hornet dash through. There might be a couple geocaches that we can pick up, but not much. So we can move on this way. Well, as you saw earlier, there is a couple little things that we can pick up over here with some caches. Keep that guy. Okay, got some geode. We're almost at enough for the Luna Fly. I believe it was 1600. Luna Fly lamp. Or Luma Fly? I think it was Luna Fly, not Luna. Oh, unlucky. Here, wait for it to explode, beat him up, explode again, pick up some money, and beat this guy up. Here, I think it's another lore tablet that we can see. Yep. The greater mind once dreamed of leaf and cast these caverns so. In every bush and every vine, the mind of Un reveals itself to us. Nice. That's the second time we hear about Un. This is a little mini boss. So let's check the left first. Nothing much we can do over here. So, mini boss it is. But before that, we heal. Come on. Nope. Carefully. This guy is more horizontal attack patterns than he does have right upwards ones. You can also use souls to hit him. Not that difficult. So it can be a pain in the butt. Can't deny it, can't pretend. Moving up here. Not a whole lot to see. As you can see, there's a section up here that you can go to. Nothing you can do over there just yet, so I'm just going to leave it off until we have the Shade Cloak. And up here, we can see a guy getting eaten by a bug. This is a little mini-boss. Not very difficult, but you have two options in this game right now. And that is to beat this guy up, save that guy, or to leave him here and just let him die. For me, in this case, to show you guys what happens, we're gonna save him. If we leave him to die, he never shows up again in the game, and it's nothing different. But if we save him, he comes back later on, and he does some stuff. Oh, I missed. It's kind of annoying because he's always out of range. But he's not that hard. Now, you can talk to him? Yes. Just what do you think you're doing? You dare to come between me and my prey? Is it a habit of yours to scurry about getting in the way of and causing bother? Know this, cur. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again, and you'll find out why they call my weapon Life Ender. What are you still bothering me for? I'm a knight. I'm not interested in your childish games. I need my rest. Begone, lest I draw my nail. Okay, and that's the end of that. So, we'll be seeing him a couple of times throughout the story, throughout the game. He is either a loved character or a hated character. There is no in-between for him, I don't believe. So there's a little ambush over there. There's another one here. And yet again here. But over here is a lore tower. The green children walked from the dream onto these lands. Here we now shall wait patient for the call to return. These guys are waiting for the call of Un. And they're going to be waiting for a whole while. Over here we got another little enemy. This time is a boss fight. But this is carefully. Just to save this guy. Okay. Alright, over there is another enemy. Gonna ignore him. Come to the right, I think. Yes. This way. Drops down that. Shortcut. And I'm just showing you here, this is where the boss is. But we're not gonna go over there because we're gonna get the stag station. Because we've gotten far long enough in the game. So we can stop here. First, let's get the stag station. Get our little bell, call our friend. And this is where we'll end the episode here. I hope you've all been enjoying the game so far. This has been episode 3. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the typical things that you do for YouTube. But yeah, thanks so much guys for watching. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.